The story begins with a homeless man with $1 million watch. But when he was about to steal the watch, the homeless man suddenly woke up and grabbed him. But what surprised him was that not only did the homeless man not blame him but also said thank you to him. He thought the man with the scissors was still proud of his colleague. He didn't know that he would regret his action at this time. When he returned to the lounge, he carefully took out the watch and carried it up. When he saw the 4-character word treasure time on the back of the watch, he took a step. Without hesitation, he put on the watch. However, there was a strange scene when he just put on the watch. He only saw the normal walking time just now. At this time, he turned around quickly. No matter how the man is, it's useless. At this time, his colleague walked in. When he saw the man, he was shocked. It's only been a few minutes and the man is already over 10 years old. And the man was scared when he saw himself. This made him realize that it was the problem of the watch. But when he wanted to take off the watch, he found that he could not take it off in all ways. At this time, he thought that the homeless man couldn't even run out. When he came out, he found that the homeless man had become a young man. He was in a hurry to ask the homeless man to take off the watch for him. But how could the homeless man, who had just been released, listen to him? He saw the homeless man was unwilling to take it off for him. He asked the homeless man how to stop the watch, but the homeless man said he didn't know either. He stole the watch yesterday and almost died today. That is to say, the man has only 1 day left to live, but it's only been half a day. The man's body functions have quickly aged to more than 50 years old. This made him realize that he couldn't wear this watch anymore. So he began to try all kinds of means to stop the watch, but it obviously didn't work. He was even ready to sacrifice a hand to take off the watch. But when his colleague was about to break it for him, a strange scene occurred. The watch disappeared into thin air, but he didn't wait for him to be happy. The watch appeared on his right hand again. This strange scene broke the man down. He suddenly thought he could give the watch to someone else. So when his colleague came to the room, he became more anxious. He walked to the front of the man and said, "Who wants the watch? You can give it to me." But people just took him as a lunatic and avoided him. No one wanted the watch. The man desperately grabbed his hair. Unexpectedly, he grabbed the hair. The man who saw this scene was even more desperate. He knew he couldn't live until tomorrow's sun. At night, he was desperately waiting for his death. This time, a woman brought her father to ask for help. The man saw the opportunity. His colleague went up to the woman and asked her to go to the doctor, and he took the opportunity to pull the old man's hand. He was going to use the old man's hand to take off the watch. But at this time, the old man suddenly lost his breath. The man was so strong that he did CPR for the old man. When the old man woke up, his colleague rushed over, surprised to find that the man had changed. The man looked in the mirror immediately after he heard it. Turned out to be true. It turns out that you have to do a good thing to get the watch off. Automatically. Leave a good person to have a good complaint. Everyone has a noble person to help.